Hello, I'm Ashley. I'm the music director here at Yes FM. Just a little background. I got my start here on the street team. I was a volunteer. But before that, I wasn't a Christian. I grew up, we went to Vacation Bible School one summer when I was in, I think, kindergarten or first grade. But then we never went to church. We knew about Jesus. We knew Jesus was born at Christmas, something about a cross or something at Easter. But that was really it. I knew that you should be a good person. I knew that you shouldn't murder people. You're not supposed to say God. You're supposed to say gosh. I had like the little things. But it wasn't till about junior high, probably 8th grade, a girl on my softball team was talking about this band, Sanctus Real, and they're so cool. And I'm like, whatever. Well, I didn't really think much about it. One day, my older sister Amber came home with a Sanctus Real cassette tape, because this was like back before CDs, like 15 years ago, and they were really good, and she told me I should listen to them, and I'm going to do whatever my big sister does, because she's cool, right? She's not really cool. No, I'm just kidding. I love her. And so I started listening to Sanctus Real, and I just thought that they were the coolest thing ever. I was 13, and the same girl on my softball team would say, oh, they're playing with this band and this band. I'm like, yeah, I don't know who that is. And they're like, well, they play on Yes FM, all these other bands. This was before Sanctus Real was on the radio. So I started listening to Yes FM because I wanted to know who these other bands were. I went to see Sanctus Real, and they played with Skillet, and I had no clue who Skillet was. That is a sad, sad situation. So I started listening to Sanctus Real, and I kind of knew about being a good person and being moral or whatever, but it was really listening to Yes FM and hearing these messages about Christ and about hope and going to these concerts of all the bands that Yes FM played. That's really what opened me up to this is a relationship. And I don't know the exact point that I started living for God, because there were points where, I don't know if I was a Christian or not at these points, but I was kind of judgmental and kind of like thinking that I'm really great because I'm a Christian now. That's not the heart of a Christian at all. And it was really through Christian music that my horizons were expanded, and that I was humbled, and that I learned what grace was, that it's not about earning my way to God. It's not about saying I have a relationship and praying and doing everything right. That doesn't make God love me. God just loves me. He just loves you. And Christian music, and specifically Yes FM, is really what opened me up to God's message of hope, His message of grace, the message that we don't earn our way to God, but that He gives us grace, and that He loves us, and that we choose to follow Him because He loves us. He doesn't love us because we follow Him. It's vice versa. So my life being impacted by the music, years ago, has helped me in my faith into where I am now, which is why when I went to college I decided to go into something with communications, because I could do radio, I could do television, I could do magazines, journals, all these different things I could do, and I didn't know what I wanted to do. And one day my dad said, why don't you do something with Christian music? That's what you love, you go to all these concerts. And I'm like, that's a brilliant idea. I don't know, why don't I? And so it just worked out. God just opened so many doors for me to work here, that it's just so awesome to be at the place that helped bring me to Christ. And now God can use me, and He can use Yes FM to help bring others to Christ. So that's just kind of a snippet of my story. God using Yes FM in my life, and hopefully using Yes FM in the lives of others. So thanks for listening, and we hope that you can give to Share-a-thon. You can do that right now by going to our website, www.yeshome.com.